I hope this video goes viral so that our leaders can sit down, have a proper conversation on what is value and how that value can better affect the economy.
A pleasant morning to you and welcome to Laveritatv this Wednesday, 25th March 2026. And this is your midweek newspaper review where we bring you the top headlines, key issues, and the headlines shaping conversations across Nigeria and beyond. Stay focused and let's begin. I'm Informer Christiana today. On the Daily Independent newspaper this morning, capital goes where there is value. Nigeria has value, says Ojulari. On the Leadership newspaper, reactions as INEC meet parties over draft guidelines. Sub-headline, El-Rufai arraigned court faces March 31st for bail hearing. On the Matrix newspaper, 2027, INEC's new election guidelines spark tension amongst political parties. And you can see more on the news on page 2 of the Matrix newspaper. On the Daily Times newspaper this morning, El-Rufai to remain in prison as court adjourned bail hearing to March 31st. On the Nigerian News Direct newspaper, Nigeria's foreign exchange inflows surged to $4.4 billion. That's all we can take on the newspaper headlines. We'll be discussing some of the topics, but before that, let's go on a short break.
You got what it takes to do it. You got what it takes to do it now. You can make it, you can make it. You can make it, you can make it.
Forget what you're going through. Focus on where you're going to. Forget the numbers of times you fall. Look up and you can get up. Foes want you down. Father wants you up. Full of your dream and you gon' make it. Cause life is what you make it, my brother, and we gon' make it. My sister, you a diamond, they can never ever break you. Look up to the sky, let the most high elevate you.
Welcome back on the show. Good morning, Mr. West.
Good morning.
Good morning. Hope you had a lovely night.
Did.
On the Daily Independent newspaper, CEO of NNPC says, and I quote, capital goes where there's value. Nigeria has value.
It's both a political statement. It can be viewed as a political statement and it can be viewed as a statement of fact. Because value has to be defined for it to be rewarded. That's the rule of the game. So if Ojulari is saying Nigeria has value, does Nigeria have refined value? Or we just have raw value as in value? Yes, they have resources, they have this. Have we maximized it? Because let me create a real scenario for you. Cocoa pods on this hand, raw cocoa pods, and processed cocoa as chocolate. When we export the boats, which do you believe or think brings in more revenue?
The processed one.
Processed. Yeah. So Nigeria has value, yes. Is it raw or processed? So far, so good. We've been seeing massive exodus of value, where our professionals in the health sector, education, tech are migrating.
True.
That's value, but it's leaving us. How much are we gaining from that transaction? We're almost
little or nothing.
Little or nothing. But imagine we develop a system, build infrastructures that support this value, shifting it from where it says as raw into processed and refined. What do you think will happen to our economy?
To boost it.
Yeah, so Nigeria is exporting crude, right?
Yeah.
Why can't we make our refineries work? As they work, they distill this crude. We are getting PMS, we're getting diesel, natural gas, so on and so forth. And bring it over to this place where we can export all of them. And each can generate revenue for the economy. That's how we should be thinking. So when he says Nigeria has value, it should be defined. It should be defined. So I hope this video goes viral so that our leaders can sit down, have a proper conversation on what is value and how that value can better affect the economy.
It's fact. Real fact.
Thank you.
Moving on to the Daily Times newspaper. El-Rufai to remain in prison as court adjourns bail hearing to 31st of March.
Can I speak as a person? It's my opinion.
Yeah.
If you know the kind of joy many persons or many people are having just by the news that El-Rufai has been arrested. There are many people. But truth be told, Is it a political arrest? Or are they really after him for the charges or the offenses they claim he committed? If it's political, then it's wrong.
Yeah.
Whether I like it or not, Nasiru El-Rufai is one of the primary factors that will affect this election, especially through the ADC. So you can't say democracy is democracy if there is no room for opposition. And now you are messing around with one of the key players of your opposition party. It's just unfortunate that in Nigeria they say anything goes. It's not a good thing. It's not a good thing at all. And if the APC is behind this, it's wrong. Yes, it will benefit them because taking out Nasiru El-Rufai to a large extent dismantles the ADC's hold in northern Nigeria.
Yeah.
Yes, it does. But also, is it necessary? With or without doing this to Nasiru El-Rufai, that is, if it is political, the APC,
powerfully.
yes, the APC will still win the election because, as a matter of fact, his credibility is already questioned, his personality is already hated.
True.
When he arrived in Kaduna yesterday, right? I think it was yesterday. People protested. Some people were like, "We want justice. He cost us our source of livelihood." Yes, they were holding placards. They were saying he should be prosecuted. So that means he also has a character problem, a personality problem. So that alone defeats him. We don't really need to play politics to see how we can. It's not necessary. Yes,
Sure.
that's my own opinion. But if El-Rufai hasn't done anything wrong, he should be given fair hearing. He should. But if there is any skeleton
Foul play.
somewhere, what happened to the ex-acting accountant general
For the tradition.
that was given 72 years? We saw something, actually it was 8 years. The same should be done to Nasiru El-Rufai. What is good for the goose
Good for the gander.
is good for the gander. And also, I think we're seeing Labour Party zoning.
Yeah, Labour Party zone 2027 presidential ticket to the south.
Enough of this bullshit in Nigeria. I call it bullshit. It's my opinion. Because when do we move from this tribalistic, ethno-religious nonsense we keep doing time after time after time and time again? Meritocracy is what can build Nigeria. It's built Singapore, for goodness sake. So because it's supposed to go to the south, you will sideline a competent northerner that would move the country forward because the ticket has to go to the south. It's rubbish. It's rubbish. It doesn't make any sense. Now, if it goes to the south, then the south begins to bicker. It should be a Christian. No, it should be a Muslim. Are you seeing it? No, our leaders have no clue on what it would take to move this country forward. They have no clue. And even if they do, they are not interested in moving the country forward. My philosophy is, you cannot take corruption away from humanity. It is a flaw that has come to stay. That does not mean it should be institutionalized, but I'm saying, I believe that, yes, there is corruption, but the system can still work. Name one country on the planet today that you don't have people that are stealing and siphoning from the government. You will not find one. No matter how the China tries to crank down on this, crank down on that, and North Korea the same thing, there are still people that are looting from the government treasury.
Definitely.
But one thing comes to mind: the nation first. The nation first. That is what is missing in Nigeria. Our problem is not corruption. It's a sense of that stakeholders mentality that this is my land, let's build it. That's what is missing. So we should get people that are qualified for the position, irrespective of whether it's going to the north or the south. It doesn't matter. Scrap it out.
People that have the people in mind and the nation in mind.
And they want to work.
Yeah, thank you very much, Mr. Wisdom.
You're welcome.
You got what it takes to do it. You got what it takes to do it now. You can make it, you can make it. You can make it, you can make it.
Forget what you're going through. Focus on where you're going to. Forget the numbers of times you fall. Look up and you can get up. Foes want you down. Father wants you up. Full of your dream and you gon' make it. Cause life is what you make it, my brother, and we gon' make it. My sister, you a diamond that can never ever break you. Look up to the sky, let the most high elevate you.
And that brings us to the end of today's newspaper review on Laveritatv. To sponsor or advertise your product, call the number scrolling through your screen. Follow us on all our social media handles for other trending news, entertainment, and giveaways. Thank you again for joining us. Do have a productive day. Bye. See you tomorrow.